Marais will be showing at the Centurion Theatre today, starring the award-winning actor Daniel Anderson, accompanied on piano by Paul Ferreira. The production takes audiences on a compelling journey through the life of one of South Africa's most fascinating literacy figures. To share a bit more on the production, we're joined by actor Daniel Anderson. A very good morning to you, Daniel. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, Lebo. It's so lovely to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for making time. Now, Daniel, speak to us about the production. The play weaves together poetry, original music and drama to create an intimate theatrical experience. What can you tell us about that?
So Siel van Eugene Marais it's actually in the cabaret format, and it's a journey about this incredible man of literature in our country, of the Afrikaans language, but also this real mystery man who we get to know intimately from a different perspective, a different angle. We know his poetry, we know the beautiful words that he wrote, and this show takes you deeper than that. It takes you into the more dubious corners of his life, and it's really intense, but it is so beautiful. The whole thing sort of reads as a poem, and it's sort of interspersed with these fantastic musical numbers, which are his poems that have been set to music by some fantastic South African composers.
Beautiful. So how did you capture the physical and emotional shift from a charming, young, educated journalist to the isolated, morphine-addicted naturalist?
So it's a crazy journey, as you can imagine, but it's been very interesting for me to think about it from different perspectives, especially because a lot of the characters that we deal with in theatre, these kind of tragic characters, you do get the sense that things happen to them sort of unwittingly. But with Eugene, you do get the sense that he had some kind of hand in his downfall. So it's a conflict that you have, because you've got your hero, but yet, you know, there's all of this enigma behind of the things that happened that then led to his downfall. For me, it's interesting because Marais is an Afrikaans hero. I'm English. He grew up English. He was schooled in English. And so I'm not Afrikaans, and so I do feel connected to him in that way. But of course, I don't feel connected to the morphine addict part of his life.
I think that really speaks to your depth as an actor, because I was going to ask you, how are you able to shift between the two and seamlessly be able to do that so naturally?
Well, it's aided by a fantastic script. Amanda Botma has given me the most wonderful words to be able to speak, and then of course Marais' words in the music, and there's this very, very intense shift in the music, in the tonal sort of tapestry of the music, which I think is very exciting. A lot of the music was actually taken from choral works that then were adapted for solo voice. And so you get these really dense harmonies, and I think that paints the picture of that opium state that he was living in a lot of the time. And yeah, he moved around a lot as well, and so he was influenced by a lot of landscapes, and that's how he moved into that natural space. He was also a hypnotist. He was into all sorts of magical things, and he had this intense connection to the earth. And I think that that's what makes the poetry so universal, is that we all come from the earth as humans, and so we feel that connection, and so therefore we feel connected to Eugene.
Beautiful. So in what ways would you say that the solo performance, beyond his traditional status as a rigid culturalist, that of Eugene Marais, how would you say that it really resonates?
Well, as a solo performer, and I've got 70 minutes in this production to bring something across, right? And it's never lost on me the weight and the privilege to tell these people's stories. This is the fourth production that I'm doing that's dealing with some kind of iconic character or characters, and I think that we've got a duty as artists to preserve culture. especially when we're dealing with, this is the first time I'm actually dealing in solo performance with a local character, and it's such an honor and a privilege. I mean, it really is. And to think about the Afrikaans language and the cultural ramifications of how that language has been formed, and Eugene's integral role in that formation, it's really a blessing and a privilege. And I think that that's why people need to come to the theatre. It's to be part of that shared experience of culture. It is the message of the preservation of culture.
Absolutely.
In whatever we're saying. So you come to the theatre and we have this meeting point. I'm telling you a story, you are receiving it, but at the same time we are one in the preservation of culture. And in this case it's the Afrikaans culture, the language brought to life by this incredible and really enigmatic character.
No better country to do this in, right?
Oh yeah, this is the
than
place.
South Africa.
Yeah.
The Rainbow Nation.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And that was Eugene Siel van Eugene Marais, is a theatrical production exploring the complex life of South African writer Eugene Marais. And that was Daniel Anderson there for us. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back after this.